Welcome to Scanning TV on YouTube once again. Latest and latest updates coming in from the camp of Black Stars team, Black Stars players, and some few other updates we need to know. In this one, we will look at the Black Stars team after Ghana not able to qualify to the next AFCON. A whole lot of things are going on. On this Thursday, the Ghana Football Association, they are organizing, a forum that will have all the stakeholders in Ghana here to go meet them. Then we discuss about the way forward for Ghana football, Ghana sports, the Black Stars, and some others. Well, Mr. Ernest Thompson, former Black Stars Management Committee member, he has spoken extensively about the Black Stars problem. Coaches, on players, and a whole lot of stuff that he said. He has actually revealed that when the captaincy is on Jordan Ayew, we have some players who are willing to play for him. When it is also on Kudus, we also have some players who are supposed or who are willing to play on him, and some players who decide to even withdraw from the call-up because of the captaincy issue and a whole lot. Because he has been with the Black Stars Management Committee before, and because he said some certain things that I feel we should get it, I will share that particular interview for you guys to enjoy it in this update. Then you let me know your thoughts on what he said in this particular one. We also look at the Ghana Black Galaxies. We will be playing against Nigeria. It is going to happen on the 21st of December. First leg in Ghana here. After that, we will travel to Nigeria to play between 27th to 29th. This is the next CHAN tournament. And Ghana, Nigeria, the squad today, Coach Didi Dramani has released 32 players. And I will talk a little bit about it in this update. We will also look at Joseph Paintsil. The boy is in some good form. Last night, I enjoyed him. Yes, I watched full 90 minutes. It was his club, that is LA Galaxy. They locked horns with Minnesota and they won 6 goals to 2. Joseph Paintsil, 2 goals, 1 assist, super performance. We will check him out. If you have joined me, take your time, like the video for me. After that, if you are new, subscribe to this channel, put out some post notification so that I drop the latest update, you'll be the first person to get and also enjoy. Leave your thoughts comment in the comment box, and after watching the video, share the link so that others will also come here and enjoy the latest on this channel. You know how we do it. If you watch, please like and share. Thank you for doing that. Let me begin from here, the quick ones. On Joseph Paintsil, as I said last night, he was all over the pitch. Yes, for his side, LA Galaxy, as they won 6-2 against Minnesota. This is USA MLS Western Conference semi-final single leg. So it was just a single leg, and they've now qualified to the final. They are going to play on December 1. So for the Western Conference, if they're able to win that particular conference, then they will go and play play against the one who win the Eastern Conference. That is how they do it in the MLS. So it's just impressive for them. For the 10 years now, this is the first time they've qualified to the final of the Western Conference. So this is a good one for his side, as they won by some 6 goals to 2. He scored first goal on the 37th minute. After that, then on the 86th minute, Joseph Paintsil added his second in the game, then provided assist on the 89th minute for Jovetic to also convert beautifully. So that is that. We have the likes of Gabriel Peck, who scored 2 goals, then Jovetic, as well as Joseph Paintsil. So 3 players, they scored a 6 goals for his club side. Kevin Yeboah, this boy, we also talk later about him. Kevin Yeboah scored 2 goals for the away side in that particular fixture. So that is it also for LA Galaxy versus Minnesota. After 90 minutes, Joseph Paintsil, this was his performance. In fact, he was substituted right on the 90 minutes. So the additional time was to be done by Diego Fagundes. After 90 minutes, he had 2 goals for him, 1 assist, as I said. Shot on target were 4. No shot of target from him. Shot block was 1. Dribble attempt was 1, where it was also successful. Big chances missed were 3. Touches, 27. He completed 17 passes out of 17 attempts, which is 100% in the game. 1 key pass, 1 big chance created in the game, 1 foul. He was fouled twice. Then 2 dribble pass in the game, getting a rating of 8. One of the highest in the game. In fact, the 3rd highest after Jovetic, then Gabriel Peck, I beg your pardon. So that is that. So yes, Joseph Paintsil, he's doing well, and we have to continue to support him and see how things will go. Maybe in the next call-up, we might see him to join the Black Stars team, because according to the Black Stars coach, Otto, the player, his wife was going to give birth around that time. That is why he decided to excuse him of the squad, and the reason was personal. So that is that. Let me talk a little bit about Ghana Black Galaxy squad, then we come to what Mr. Ernest Thompson is saying, because he's saying a lot of interesting stuff. Black Galaxies, as I said, will be playing against Nigeria on the 21st of next month, then on the 20th or between 27th to 29th. For that one, the date is yet to be determined. So playing against them in these matches for the next CHAN tournament, the one who wins qualifies to the next CHAN, and it is going to be a tough one. Coach Didi Dramani has invited 32 players, and these are the players. Let me just run you through. Apia Kobi plays for Mediama SC. He's in the squad. Frederick Asare of Asante Kotoko. Kofi Mensah is in there. Benjamin Asare has made a squad. Kofi Mensah plays for Nations FC. Benjamin Asare, House of Folk. Kamara Dean Mamudu, Mediama SC. Samuel Ashikwe, Great Olympics. Isaac Afo plays for FC Samatex. Francis Aqua, Bechem United. Suleimana Fatal plays for Mediama SC. Razak Simpson, Nations FC. Ebenezer Aban, Hearts of Lions. Kevin Osei SCB, Accra Suffolk. Nuruddin Abdullah, Mediama SC. Mohamed Ali, Accra Lions. Eric Danson Boatin plays for Dreams FC. Hafiz Ibrahim, Atram DVC Academy. Richard Ajatete, Eduana FC. Abdul Karim, Nations FC. Manuel Mante plays for Mediama SC. Issa Yakubu, Basake, Holy Stars. Sylvester Simba, Basake, Holy Stars. Walid Neema Fuseni, in Swatreman FC. Emmanuel Entry, Asante Kotoko. Hamza Issa, House of Folk. Mustafa Yakubu, House of Lions. Derek Fodio, Mediama SC. Steven Amankona, Brekum Chelsea. Muhammad Sani, House of Folk. Dauda Saka, Asante Kotoko. Muhammad Abdurrahman, in Swatreman FC. Then we have Chawati Faisal, he plays for Nations FC. Jerry Efriye plays for Tots FC. And this is the 32 players invited by Coach Didi Dramani to go and play in the games against Nigeria. Let's hope that Ghana, this time around, will be able to qualify to the next CHAN tournament and see what we can also do in that particular one. Let's check out what Dr. Ernest Thompson has to say as this weekend, a show on Joy Sports, which was hosted by Nathaniel Otto. Then we also had Mr. Yampofo Ankra on the show. They spoke with a lot of top journalists in Ghana here and also spoke with Mr. Ernest Thompson, former Blasters Management Committee member, and he revealed a lot about the team, his time, when even at a point. According to him, Coach Kwesi Appiah wanted to take out Jordan Ayew as well as Waka Sumbarak, then the Ayew from the team, and a whole lot of stuff. As I said, it is lengthy, but let's enjoy what he has to say. After that, we will meet in the next one.
Mr. Thompson, I'd like us to go into this issue about the setup and how we run the Black Stars. So there is a management committee. It's been a conversation that we've had over and over again. Now it's been scrapped. So then it means that all the advocacy that was done earlier from the public, from the media and all of that had a certain grounding. You've worked within the management committee before. Going forward, does the Black Stars lose anything if we don't have a management committee?
Okay, thank you very much, Nat. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. We can all hear you.
Hello, Nat.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
I mean, let me put everything in context. The concept of committees is and was not limited only to the Black Stars. When you go into the rules of the association, it made rooms for committees. Now, what were these committees supposed to do? Right?
Yeah.
They were like coordinating bodies to liaise between the technical team and the FA executive committee. Because you can't have the FA executive committee always meeting the technical team. So during our time, and the years I served on the committee, the choice of people to the committee was well done. Again, I'm not saying the current one has not been well done. The committee was not chaired by Kwesi Nyantakyi. It was chaired by George Efriye. And I had others, we had others like, you know, J.Y. Appiah.
Yes, Mr. J.Y. Appiah, yeah. The former Galaxies chairman. Yeah.
You know, Abu Al-Hassan.
Yes.
Right. Then there was Bamson, Sickins.
Yes. Mr. Kwame Ofosu-Bamfo. Yes.
Bamfo. You look at the heavyweights I'm calling. Then there were the coaches, the technical director, Oteakente joins us. And then the coaches will also join us. And then the medical team also joins us. It is therefore like a coordinating body to coordinate affairs for the national team. Where there were issues or problems, at times we invited the players. Asamoah would testify to that.
Yeah.
We invite the senior players, sit down with them and listen to them. I think we had one former footballer also on the thing. I don't know what has happened now and they want to disband it. But let me put this straight. We were not there to go and do selection for a coach. What we did was that when we met, and we don't meet often, because this national team is not a football club playing football every Sunday. When we had qualifying series, and the national team plays qualifying series and plays tournaments. So when we had qualifying series, we will meet. What happens is this. Alex, the journalist, will give us a briefing on all preparations being done for a match, accommodation, players who have been invited, and the rest, tickets which have been bought, any problems. That is what the management is about. The technical team will meet us and also present their program. They will tell us the players they've invited and at times tell us why they invited A and why they didn't invite B. I can tell you on authority, and that is one problem I'm having with football. There are people stuck there, but they don't have a chance to be inside. So they don't know much about what was happening. There was an instance during the time of Avram Grant, and I'm telling you everything today.
Sure.
When he decided to drop Kwarasi, do you remember that issue?
Exactly.
So I remember Sekins asking him, why do you want to drop him? Justify it. Just justify it for us. He gave his reasons. We held the meeting. After the meeting, we were not too convinced. He was then staying at Alisa. So we decided that the next day, we will meet him there again to convince us. He managed to convince us and we dropped it. Now, Kwesi, remember, and people talk a lot these days without knowing a lot.
Yeah.
At a point in time, Kwesi had problems with Ayew, Jordan Ayew, and Wakaso. You remember that incident?
Ayew, Jordan Ayew, and Mubarak Wakaso.
Yeah. And Wakaso, go back to history. He wanted to drop them. He said he had dropped them. I'm telling you the truth now. We said, look, because of Jordan and Andrea, and particularly their father, Betty, who is an icon, if he had problems with them about things in the team, we plead with him to go and see Abedi and speak to Abedi. Because you can't treat Abedi's children that way. And let the father know if the father can intervene. It took Alhaji Hass, who we called him, to also go and speak to the boys about the concerns of Kwesi Appiah. Later on, Kwesi Appiah agreed, brought them in, and they came to save the team. So a lot of things happens at the management committee level. You can check all this from George Efriye. So the management team does a good work, provided they stay within the purview of their work. When a Black Star coach is to be appointed, and I sat in the meeting which appointed Kwesi Appiah, we invited the late GFA chairman, the great coach who came to sit inside, the one who drew the 5-year development plan
Ben
for
Kofi.
us.
God bless his soul. Ben Kofi.
Ben Kofi sat in the meeting. It was a hectic meeting. Should we appoint Kwesi Appiah or not? Because Kwesi was quite young and coming up. Ben Kofi convinced us that we should give it to Kwesi Appiah. And they gave us reasons. Now, let me also add something to it. After a match, when we meet, the technical team, and most of the time, it was either Kwesi Appiah or Abraham Grant or Milo, they will present to the management committee a technical report on the match. And on the committee were former players and also coaches and technical directors like Otto Kente. And they will explain to us what happened in the match, how the opponents played, what went wrong, and what the coach thinks is wrong. These reports, I have a lot. Some of them, in the case of Milo or Abraham Grant, has diagrams showing the movement of the players on the team, those who were not disciplined and why we lost. So I'm saying that the management committee was formed for a reason. If, however, there's a problem now, and the reasons are that they are not needed again, so be it, because structures are never permanent. Structures change over a period of time, and the committees were just like structures. I would not know, as at now, what would be the consequences of doing away with the management committee. Is it about personalities? And I want to tackle that personalities issue. If some people are saying now that we are down, some of them should also take responsibility for what is happening now. I have problems with some of the media guys in sports. They themselves are divided, and some of them are no happiness. I'm being very frank, because I'm by far senior to all of them. Some of them are also not happy at all. Let's face it, from the normalization time to whether we should go for George Free or we should go for Kurt, they themselves were divided for reasons best known to them. And that division has eaten deep into them, into some of them. Some of them are very objective when they talk, I must admit. But some of them are also coming from that angle. Those who like George Free, those who like Kurt. Even when you go to the sports WhatsApp pages, you see there. So some of them have also not been helpful. My plea to them is that they should take objective positions on issues. Of course, some of them have been victims of acts and omissions of some of the FA this thing, and they are peeved because they've been around for some time. But I must say that some of them have not helped the process. The same way that some of them argue that FA people go and appoint their own people there, the same way they themselves have also taken entrenched positions and will not listen to anything. Because their position is that we want this one, we don't want this man. This man did this to us, and this one did this to that. I'm being very frank with you, Nat. Yeah. There are also, some of them, not all of them, are also part of the problem you're having. Now, Nat, what is the problem? I'll go very straight to it, and I'm telling you my peace of mind. The problem is that we fought it in the appointment of the technical team over a period of years. Some of these things are also due to pressure from above. I'm telling you the truth.
All right. By pressure from above, what exactly do we mean? Pressure from government? Pressure from where? From the leadership of the FA?
My friend, Nat, if we decide to play that kind of ostrich game, we won't solve this problem. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, Uncle Ernest, I just want you to... Yeah, I like the tangent. Yeah.
I said people don't want to talk about it. The media men talking, they know it. At times there's pressure from above.
Okay.
As to who we want.
Okay.
As a coach.
So there's pressure from government sometimes. There's pressure from the FA leadership.
Pressure from government.
Yes. Very well. Very well.
And it's not only under this government. From the E.T. Mensah's time. You remember when we appointed Barreto?
Yeah. Mariano Barreto. Yes.
Yes. I confronted E.T. and said, E.T., why Barreto? He said, look, that's what we want.
End of story.
I'm not, he told me, Ernest, I'm not trying to come into your work as FA, but I'm intervening as the sports minister. Some of these appointments, are beyond those people sitting there as FA. All this go and do interview and the rest. They are mere rules. No, let's face it.
Yeah.
Look, I've passed that stage where I have to tell lies. When we're going to the World Cup, one of the World Cup, and we did a send off at the State House. Some of the players came to us and said, "Are you people sure this is the coach we are going to with?" And we told them, this is what they said they want. So we have to go with it. So this appointment of coaches and the rest, and not take it from me. Anytime we've appointed coaches, and the coaches are appointed due to interference, that coach doesn't do well. Go and investigate and see. Because he's giving the job on a silver platter. Go and investigate. And off air, I can tell you, coaches were appointed that there was a lot of instructions from above. The current problem is only twofold. As for issue whether they should change, people are going round and they are using English words, change. If you want somebody to change, if you want Ketokreku to change, say it. And let's stop this going round things and the rest. Using nice English and the rest. For me, the problem is twofold. We have a bad technical team. They are not up to the task if they are to lead us in the next 5 years. Because Ghanaians don't have patience to wait for a coach who is young and is learning. Otto has done his best. At times, you promote people to their level of competence. Beyond that, they can't do much. Again, he's done his best, and I think at this stage, he and his technical team should go. Number two, that team you are calling the Blasters is not a team. It's not a team. It's a group of individuals which are very, very conflictual. There's so much conflict in that team. The kind of things you hear, and Ed and the rest, they should take responsibility for keeping things to themselves. There's spiritualism in that team. There's conflict in that team. They only come and stand on the pitch to behave as if they are together. It is not a football team we have there. You have a group of individuals who are highly conflicted. Ask yourself, and if you're experienced in football, why would 8 players tell you they are not available? Simply because a coach, the captain, has been given back to Jordan. There's a problem there. Don't come and tell me that they are not available because they are injured. No, because they are divided. When it's Kudus, some people would like to play and play well. When it's Jordan, there's a problem. Why would Juku not come and play? And then the next time you see him play. Why would the whole captain, Patrick, say he's ill the next time he's playing? Because I know the rules. The rules is that if he's injured, you can summon that, you can say that he should be brought back to be taken a look at, isn't it? But when he says he's ill and he can't sit in the plane, there isn't much you can do. Of course, what is happening now is that the season in Europe is very tight because they are playing the European Cup and the league. So the coaches are afraid of their players getting injured, especially the African players who are coming to play on all types of pitches. So they put pressure also on the players not to come. But the European players, although they also are playing the league and have a tight schedule because their countries are playing, they go back to play for their countries. So you see Ronaldo still playing for Portugal, you see Bruno still playing. But despite this problem, this team is a beleaguered team. It's a divided team. The only way out, whether you change Okraku or you bring a free, is to dissolve that old team and form a new one. And say bye-bye to some of them there. They've done their best. When you start the team again with a new technical team, this team will rise. That's why I said there's light at the end of the tunnel. Whether it will be done by Keto Kreku or by Free and the rest, I wouldn't go into that. I will leave that for whatever stakeholders meeting they are going to call so that they will speak. I think let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let them call the meeting. You see, meetings of this nature at this stage are also important because we want to listen to what is it that they are coming to tell us. If you don't call it, you lose an opportunity. And it's been done before. When we had problems, Alhaji Jaula called such a meeting. Present was Adekuka, Abraham Labi, and the rest. And we listened to the media men. We listened to their concerns. I think they were then led by Joe Agri. You remember Joe Agri?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Who eventually became a deputy minister. Yes, former editor at Graphic and
sports writers.
And we listened to them what their concerns are. And we decided to flow with them. So give them the chance to call the meeting. Don't stop a management from calling a meeting because you say, after what are they going to say? We all know the problems. What you know might be different from what somebody also knows. So give them the chance. I don't know why they spoke first and said they'll hold the meeting. But let's take a cool. Let them have the meeting on 28th. It should be a no-hold-barred meeting. Everybody should go and speak his peace of mind there. Then we know how to go ahead. So to just summarize what I said the problem is twofold. We have a technical team which is not up to the task. And let me expand on that because I led the team. We did the negotiations with GMPC. What we did was that, and I praise Pesinyan Tichi for that, he saw that we had problems about raising enough money to take care of the technical team, that is to employ a high-level technical team. Mr. Otto Ayew was then chairman of GMPC. So we approached him in his house that we wanted to follow the South African model because the South African oil company had then done a loss for Bayana, who under normal circumstances could not even play the Black Queens. So we said, we want GMPC to come and assist. Mr. Otto Ayew is a high-level football person. He got Alex Mode, convincing, and then we formed a team. We met at GMPC.
Yes, and Alex Mode at the time was the CEO of GMPC.
For GMPC.
Very well.
So GMPC then took over the remunerations of the technical team. And that is how we brought in the high-level foreign coaches who came and changed the team. So there are issues there. It's not enough to say, go and change A, go and change B. If you change A and B, but you bring people in who can solve the problems from the fundamentals, we'll still be where we are. What I'm saying is that maybe, I remember when after an election, Parliament came in and was asking why is GMPC using its money on Black Stars and the rest. And I told some of the parliamentarians who spoke to me that, look, that model helped Ghana to go all the way to the World Cup. Because everything was taken from the perspective, from the hands of the ministry when it came to remuneration. If you want a high-level technical team to lead this team, not a coach that we have now, who when the team is playing, you saw what happened. And I'm being very, very factual. Look at all our matches on the young coach Otto. No combination play. Look at the gap between the defense and the attack. He cannot vary the game. He kept on using Kudus at number 10. And every team knew that he was a live wire. So the Angolans, when you speak to the Angolans and the Nigerians, they will tell you that all that we have to do is to make sure that so far as Kudus is playing in the middle, when he gets the ball, we'll drag him down and foul him. You saw that happening in the match. Didn't you see it, Nat?
Yes, we did.
You saw it. The boy couldn't play. He became frustrated. It was seen by West Ham. So they decided to shift him to the right side. playing like the traditional number 7, like Messi, cutting in. Put Kudus in the middle forever, and this team will not play well. Because the team even loses balance when he's playing in the middle, because he's a good dribbler, but he will lose the ball and he cannot recover. I was surprised that even against Niger, he allowed Kudus to play because there was nothing at stake. You should have dropped the boy because his mind is frustrated. He's gone through a lot. And should have given others a chance. That's why I say that the technical team we have now, I'm not a coach, but they are not up to the task. They've done what they can do. They've reached their level of competency. Please let them go.
Let them go.
Go for a high level technical team, you need money. Government may not have that money. So let's sit down. Football is the only thing which unites us. We have huge companies here, good public institutions who do a lot of social activities. Let them bring together and let them take over the remunerations of the new technical team, which should be a high-level technical team. Fortunately, not. We have time. We have time because we've done that in football for years. We are in November. Use December to go through the process. Get a coach in by January. January, February, you can get a team of players ready for match. Because this team is even not coming to meet now. It's not a football team playing every Sunday. They will only come in getting to a few days to match. So I'm saying that change the technical team. Number 2, that team should be disbanded. You see, when you say Ghanaians are down and you're a manager, you give the Ghanaians hope. If I'm in charge, one of the ways I'll give them hope will be I'll disband this team and select another team. That does not mean that some of the current players will not form part of the new team. Some of them. But some of them there, their presence is creating problems in the team. And I know how DFA members traveled out of the country to go and meet them outside to discuss things with them. A lot of things they've been doing, they've kept it to themselves. Yet it's not working. Of course, but uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And when you're on top and something happens, you'll be held responsible. So I understand the media men who are holding Kurt and the rest responsible. It is for them, Kurt and the rest, to sit down and decide that, look, I still want to continue, give me a chance to continue, I can change it, or I cannot and I want to go. I don't want to go into that because, you see, unfortunately for us, there's a procedure for electing the FA executive.
Exactly.
If you go and do something illegal, you run into problems. And that will make things more complex for us. We have to go through the legal procedure. And if government decides to come and dissolve them, you know that we run into problems with FIFA. So those who are speaking, they should also bear in mind the laws and the rest. I know some of the media men are peeved, but some of them are peeved for good reasons, and some of them are peeved because of their personal issues they have with some of the people there. And they themselves are divided. Maybe the Sports Writers Association will also have to sit down now, engage the FA, and also let them know what their feelings are and what ought to be done, so that we all come together as one to save the team. That is what I'm saying. But the team you have there, this team is not a football team.
Okay,
I don't want to say a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. You've